Hey, how about some Honda how-to? Welcome to 1159 Videos. Today we've got a 2003 Honda Accord, 4-door. We're going to be changing out the front window motor and regulator and assembly. You're pretty much going to be changing out everything right here. And yes, it is all sorts of fun to change it out. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, some first things you want to do is, down here, you got to pop out, there's a little cover. Pop that bad boy out of there, and below that we have a Phillips head screw. Why don't you get that out of the way? Okay. Popped up out of the way. So next up is we have to come up in here. Alright, we're going to push this in right here, pull the clip in, let's see what we got. Pop this over. A little clip in there, getting it behind it, and let's pop it out. Alright, it gives you access to 2 more screws. You can get them out of there. Once those are removed, actually go ahead and start popping on the bottom. Sometimes you get a stubborn one, you just have to be real careful and pull. There we go. That pretty much gives you some room in there. We're going to lift straight up. Straight up. Up we go from the back. Pop it over to the lock and keep working your way forward. I forgot to mention you can go ahead and pull this front piece right here off. It'll actually make it easier to pull it off. And from there we're going to go ahead and disconnect a couple things. Now I went ahead and removed the door panel. Now when you get to this clip right here, I just used a little flathead screwdriver, push the plastic piece, be very careful so you don't break it. Once you get the retainer to move sideways, you just lift it right on out. Unplug, you have 2 plugs in here, and there's a light. Once those are out of the way, now you have the access right here. So let's go ahead and move this cover right here, and we'll get into where the motor is. Might want to wear some gloves too, some of this glue stuff is sticky. Alright, once you get this broke down right here, we got 3 10mm. Now one of them you have to remove. It's this upper one. The 2 bottom ones you just loosen up and you slide the motor forward. Go ahead and push the button in the back. Unplug your electric motor right there. You have one right here, just loosen it up a little bit. And pretty much you're going to slide it forward and we're going to pull it out. Alright, now once it's free, now I'm just going to walk you through this part right here. I've already pulled some of it apart. You're going to have 2 bolts up here. They have to be removed. You're going to have 2 bolts down here. They're going to have to be removed. Then you have the 3 over here for the motor. Once those are removed, you're going to actually have the access you need and unplug your wire right here. So let's go ahead and start working it down. We have to actually, the next step is when we get it down some, we have to unbolt the window from the assembly. Then we're going to pull it out. So let's get that done. Now from here, pretty much the fun begins. I use one of these. It's a flip head 10mm, and I just reach right up in the door and stick one finger right here and break them free. Once you get started, you have one on the other side. Sometimes you get lucky and walk around. Let's see. This one's not so lucky. Down, one to go. Getting this one's going to be all sorts of fun, but once we get it, it's ready to come out. Now from here, you can put a piece of duct tape to hold it in there, or anything, or you can get a buddy to hold it. You reach in and work out the regulator and assembly. That's pretty much your old regulator and assembly out of the car. Now we're going to have to swap the bolts back over and get the window bolted back in there. Let's go and get the new one in and get it ready. Now the fun begins. Getting this bad boy back in there, lining up the window, getting the bolts in there, holding the window. Oh yeah, the fun part is about to begin. So let's go and start tucking this bad boy in, and then we're going to have to lift the window back up, get it out of the way, and start working on there. Now, the whole key to this is, with the new assembly, it's set up, you want to go for these two holes right here. Once you get everything kind of lined up, you can reach in there, start getting the bolt holes where they were. Now, sometimes you don't get that luxury when it's all not working, so that's why we had to fight it out. But going back in, this is your goal right here for the bolts, to attach the regulator and assembly to the window. So let's go and get it lined up and bolt it up.